of inviting you guys. So, okay, but here we are. Good. Okay. Let me see. Catalina, you were here in the first episode. I don't think you need to introduce. Well, yeah, you should introduce yourself because Juan and Hillary don't know you. So just a brief introduction, please.
Hey, I'm Catalina Barrientos. One of the students from John in the last 6, 7 months, I guess. And I'm from San Carlos, La Fortuna. I grew up
Hmm.
there, and right now I'm living in San Jose, Costa Rica.
Hmm. Yep. Okay. And Juan, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, sure. My name is Juan Bosa. I'm 26 years old. What else? I work for HVAC industry. We made quotes and
Coats?
yes, basically yes, they are quotes for United States.
Oh, sorry. Are you saying quotes?
Yes, quotes.
Quotes. Oh, okay. So you're in finances.
Yes, kind of that. It's
Okay.
like an engineering department.
An engineering department. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
that's right.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And yes, I live in San Ramon
In San
of
Ramon.
Montedioca. Hmm.
Okay. How long have you been taking classes with me?
I'm not sure. I think that is almost a year, or more than a year.
Uh-huh. I think it's more. I think it's more than a year now. Yep. Okay.
Yes.
And Hillary,
Okay,
please
well, my
introduce
name is
yourself.
Hillary. I'm 20. I've been taking Mr. Joe Hall lessons around more than a year, I think.
About that. Yep. Hmm.
Yeah, right. Okay,
Uh-huh.
right now I'm working as an auxiliary accountant. It's
Hmm.
been almost more than a year too.
Hmm.
And, um, well, that's it. I think,
Well, you work
um,
as an accountant. We were talking about this the other day. You work
yeah,
as an
that's right.
accountant, but what is your passion?
Okay, I like nutrition.
Nutrition. That's what you'd really
Mm-hmm.
like to be working in. Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Okay, good. So let's see here. Well, okay. Today's question is what is Costa Rica's future outlook? Okay. And now a lot of people have trouble with the word outlook because it's been appropriated by Microsoft. And when you say Outlook now, everybody thinks email.
Hmm.
But this is
Right.
not a question about email. This is not about Costa Rica's future email. No, it Outlook. Does anybody remember what it means?
It's about the future
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that we
What's
expect of the country.
what's the definition of the word Outlook? Does anybody remember?
Outlook means like the perspective of how will be. In this case, the question was how's going to be the
Mm-hmm.
future for Costa Rica, future outlook.
Right.
So it's kind of perspective in the future, how it's going to be the Costa Rican perspective outlook.
Right. Uh-huh. Okay. So yeah, in short, outlook means view or perspective. So yeah, we're talking about the future of Costa Rica. Do you think it's going to be positive or do you think it's going to be negative? That's the big question. Let me see. Let's start here with a show of hands. How many people think the future of Costa Rica is going to be positive? Put up your hand.
So sorry, teacher. I don't know
can
if
you repeat
only
it?
I have a
Okay.
problem, but
How
I
many
can hear you.
people? Yeah, you're hearing me okay?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. How many people here think that the future of Costa Rica will be positive? Put up your hand.
Yes. Okay.
Well, you had to think about it there for a while, right? Okay.
Sure.
Well, let's see. The first person to put up their hand was Hillary. So, Hillary, why do you think the future of Costa Rica is going to be positive?
Okay. Well, first of all, it's my answer is positive, but
Mhm.
everything depends, and that
Ah,
depends
okay.
of us, right?
Right.
That's the main point. I can
Hmm.
see Costa Rica became positive
Hmm.
um, if we take advantage of technology in a good way.
Hmm.
Right now, technology it's like the boom.
Hmm.
Everybody is using it,
Right.
and even universities are taking advantage of that. They are performing
Hmm.
in digital things that
Hmm.
make life easier,
Hmm.
like those virtual lessons, right? This is something that came to stay, the
Hmm.
virtual lessons,
Hmm.
and I can see it like a positive thing,
Hmm.
and we can be fitting into it
Hmm.
because we are taking technology to perform things like as I
Hmm.
said. So I
Hmm.
think that's the main point. But as I said too, it depends. It depends of us.
It depends on okay, it depends on us. And so what does that mean? It means that
If we using it correctly, right?
uh-huh.
Like, okay, let's give an example. We have this tool called ChatGPT.
Hmm.
You can take that tool. Okay, you can take that tool
Yeah.
and search about your homework. Okay, you have a homework.
Well, yeah,
You can,
Chat GPT
uh-huh,
can do your homework.
but okay, that's the thing. You can put your homework, learn about your homework, develop your homework, and that's something that is helping you to develop your homework. Or you can just put your homework, copy and paste your homework, and learn anything at all. That's the point.
Ah, yeah.
That's the two
Uh-huh.
perspective, right?
Right, right.
That
Uh-huh.
depends of people.
Right.
Well,
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, and technology has always had its good points and its bad points, right? I mean,
Mm.
when the internet became something that uh, was available to a lot of people in Costa Rica, a lot of people were just spending their time looking at pornography, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
also true.
And they weren't taking the opportunity to learn more. They were just using it for things that did not benefit them, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, we have to be really careful about how we deal with technology. Catalina, why do you think Costa Rica has a positive outlook?
Well, from my perspective, one of the things that I believe Costa Rica has a wonderful future outlook is
Mm.
we are pretty rich in natural resources. So
Hmm.
we use it as a tourist, and of course, from resilience, like in the world, when you speak about Costa Rica, everyone say yes, that's the green country.
Right.
Everyone speaks
Hmm.
about how amazing it's our environment.
Hmm.
Um, so, from my perspective, uh, the traceability from Costa Rica, the climate policy that we have here, I well, from my perspective, I think it's doing well.
Hmm.
Probably needs to be a little bit changed because the world is changing,
Hmm.
and of course needs to has a you need to fix a couple of things. But I guess
Hmm.
it's doing well. And of course, one of the things that we have a lot it's energy, uh, energy. What is the
Green
word?
green energy.
Yes, green energy.
Hmm.
Um, we have hydropower. We have a volcano
Hmm.
producing energy,
Right.
and
Hmm.
eolic also. So that kind of stuff brings to Costa Rica first of all, a great introduction from us from the
Mhm.
to the other countries in the world, and secondly, it's a benefit for the people here in Costa Rica
Mhm.
because when you have a lot of energy supply, it
Mhm.
helps us a lot in different perspectives. And also, on the other hand, yes, probably we need to change a couple of stocks from the politics things and from the economy. We have very problems with deficit fiscal, but I think
Yeah, fiscal deficit.
fiscal deficit. Thank you for
Oh,
telling me.
okay. Careful. Fiscal deficit, not
Fiscal,
physical. No, fiscal.
okay.
Fiscal deficit.
fiscal,
Yeah.
fiscal, fiscal deficit,
Mhm.
and probably it's gonna be a risk, but I know from the financial perspective, we can fix it.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's my perspective, generally speaking, about why I think Costa Rica, the future for Costa Rica, it's going to be positive, and
Mhm.
and I believe people like us, like Juan here, we have a great thoughts that we can share. We have the power to fix as John Ford said in one quote, we young people are able to see, say, and fix it. So I am believer of people like us. We can help Costa
Mhm.
Rica, especially the future outlook for Costa Rica.
Mhm. Yeah, in terms of our carbon footprint, I don't know if you know that expression, carbon footprint.
Yes, I know the carbon.
Um,
Yes.
yeah, we have most years we have a zero carbon footprint,
Yeah.
meaning that we do not have any carbon emissions. And that's what the entire world needs to do. So we are an example for the rest of the world in that way. The rest of the world has to be more like us. Now we're fortunate; we have volcanoes, right?
Mhm.
And you can generate energy from volcanoes. And we have at least one big lake, which means that we can build dams. Um, the big structures that hold back the water, and which can be used to generate electricity. So yeah, that's kind of interesting because the rest of the world can look at us, and we are a model for the rest of the world. Gee, Catalina, I just feel so positive after hearing you say all that. It's just like, wow, I didn't
That's the
realize it
goal.
was
That's
that
the
good.
goal. And very good
Yeah,
progress
yeah.
in Costa
Uh-huh.
Rica.
I, I want to stay here
Okay.
in Costa Rica in the future.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Juan, so we need to hear from you. You said, I think you
Yes,
said it depends, right?
yes, it depends, like Hillary says,
Mm-hmm.
because it depends on us,
Mm-hmm.
and yes, it depends of the how the people see the future and want to be the future. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, to study. If the people or the new borns want to study or make the better future,
Mm-hmm.
yes, it's gonna be a good future for us.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, the main reason because I think that Costa Rica is gonna be a good future. It's because well, I was learning, sorry, uh, reading
Mm-hmm.
about this topic a little bit to get
Mm-hmm.
informed,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that the people talk a lot of the population, the
Sorry, about what?
decreasing of the population.
Oh, decrease of the population. Okay, yeah.
Uh-huh. And they talk about it and say
Mm-hmm.
that the population in the next 20 years
Mm-hmm.
is gonna decrease a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so this is not necessarily a bad thing because if
Mm-hmm.
you have less population,
Mm-hmm.
you can use the same resources for educate better these new people, you know.
Right. Yes.
But at the same time, it's a
Yeah.
problem because it's less the people that work for uh, the country.
Right. To contribute money
Hmm.
to pay for all the social services and things that we have here in Costa Rica. Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So yeah, so I think this is a reality that
Hmm.
are less newborns, and the population of Costa Rica is older,
Hmm.
or get older. So I think it's good, but uh,
Hmm.
the the government needs to manage this thing.
Hmm. Hmm. Yep. Okay. I think I'm going to interrupt here right now, and we're going to have an advertisement, which is going to be done by me. And that is for people watching the show. I want everybody to know that the three other people that you see here on the show today are students of mine, and I offer online classes. I'm based here in Costa Rica, but I can teach people from Costa Rica or from any other country. And yeah, you can find out more about me if you contact me on WhatsApp. On WhatsApp, my number is 506 if you're outside of Costa Rica, and then 7014 4835. I will repeat that for you 506 7014 um, 4835. Okay. And one of the things that I want to do with my students is exactly what you're seeing here. I work on developing students' speaking fluency. And part of the thing, if you have a one-on-one session with a tutor, which is a very popular type of class for me to teach. I haven't been able to teach group classes actually for a long, long time. Everybody wants a one-on-one class. But one of the problems with a one-on-one class is that you don't get the opportunity very much, or at least during the class, you don't get the opportunity to speak to somebody else who speaks English. Now, actually, starting next week, we are going to have a guest on the show who is not a student of mine. And we hope to do more of this as much as we can. I'm looking for volunteers who would like to be guests on the show. You have to speak English very well. There's no Spanish that is permitted to be spoken on this show. But yeah, the idea is to get my students not only to speak English well, but also to perform in English, which is exactly what we have happening here. This is a show. The students are on here and they are speaking English in a public forum. And then the other thing is to have other people on, some of whom may be native speakers in the future, and others who are not native speakers but speak English very well. And in fact, next week's guest is going to be a Costa Rican who has moved to the United States and lives and works there. So they now probably function most of the day in English. Yeah, that's what we really want. That's what I really want from my students, to be able to perform and perform well in public in speaking English. And one more thing I want to say, and that is that it doesn't really matter if you make a few mistakes here and there. Um, most of you who are learning English need to use English in a business situation, often in international video conferences or something like that. Or perhaps you even need to meet guests who arrive from other countries. and you might even have to speak to them face to face. But the thing is, it doesn't actually matter if if your grammar is not entirely perfect, or if you don't know every word that you need to say. Um, Here we have a spirit where if anybody is not sure what to say or somebody miscommunicates, then we help each other. And uh, yeah, we need to be helpful with each other. If you're in an international video conference, uh, a lot of the people who are in the call are often people who also don't have English as their first language. You may have participants in that call from China, from India, from Germany or Israel, or all kinds of other countries in the world. They are also non-native speakers, so we should feel comfortable about the fact that not everybody is a native speaker. And you don't have to be 100% perfect in everything that you say. In business, the most important thing is not to have correct grammar. In business, the most important thing is to be able to communicate your ideas. And you can still do that even if your grammar is not perfect. Okay. So good. So yeah, if you're interested in English classes with me, feel free to reach out to me on WhatsApp, or you can also get in touch with me on LinkedIn, where my account is under my name, John Victor Hall. And um, yeah, you can also contact me in the chat. Let's see here today. I want to go. Yes, I'm going to the chat here. And I do see some comments here. And somebody says that they want to talk about the issue of corruption. And I think that's what we need to do, because we've heard all these positive, wonderful things about Costa Rica so far. And yeah, there are some problems in this country, right?
Yes.
Corruption is one of them. Let me see. We also have, what are some of the other big problems in Costa Rica today?
I think uh, infrastructure is a problem.
Infrastructure. Okay.
Uh-huh. I know that in the recent years, I don't know, maybe 3 or 5 years, the
Mm-hmm.
infrastructure has developed, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not too fast like I wish, because we can see every day the car.
Traffic jam.
What that's right, traffic jam.
Traffic jams are
That is
terrible.
a
Yes.
big problem in Costa Rica, so we need to uh, get better this infrastructure.
Right, right. Just a question here. How many of you have to drive to work sometimes?
I have to drive 2 days. Sorry, no, 3 days a week,
3 days a week.
and it's crazy. Yes,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so do I
Catalina,
actually.
how often do you drive to work? Hillary?
Sorry. Okay. As Juan, three days a week.
3 days a
The same.
week. And
Right.
Catalina?
No, I don't need to move to work, but
Okay.
do some stuff outside. We, for example, one of the days that we went to the supermarket, that is pretty close from here, during the hours to around
Mm.
3, 5. Uh, it was terrible. You can spend 40, 45 minutes from places to one point to another. That is pretty hard without
Mm-hmm.
any, I don't know how to say it, when it's everyone get out from the work.
Right,
Uh,
right. Yeah.
yeah, so you spend a lot of hours moving in San Jose and
Oh,
around
yeah.
everywhere, in fact.
Right, right.
hmm
Uh-huh.
actually, I drink that the train in Costa Rica is developed, and we can move in train and bicycles everywhere.
Train. Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh,
Uh-huh.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Just out of curiosity, Juan, how many hours does it take you to get to work?
Maybe 2 hours in a good day, and when it's raining, maybe more than 4 hours.
Wow. Okay.
It's
Okay.
like one hour in the morning and
Oh, that's
two in the evening. Mhm.
that's going and coming back home. Okay.
Yes, right. Yes,
And do you have a car or a motorcycle?
a car.
You have a car. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
How about you, Hillary? When you go to work, you commuting, it's called. Commuting is
Okay.
traveling on a regular basis to work. In a typical day, how many hours do you spend commuting?
Okay. There's two perspective actually. In the morning,
Hmm.
takes less time, and it's
Hmm.
more time that we need in the evening. And okay, maybe around an hour in the morning, and
Hmm.
in the evening more than an hour. And
Hmm.
well, I take the bus,
Okay.
and sometimes you need to be on time, right, to take
You're
the
right.
other bus.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
well, actually, I consider my work near to
Uh-huh.
me. It's not so long. It's
Oh, okay.
it's in Heredia, in the same province, and
Right, right.
every day it's taking me like an hour to be there on time.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes,
Yeah.
Heredia and Alajuela, it's a madness in the
Uh-huh.
traffic.
Let me guess. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. You're late for work because an accident happened or something. Often you don't know what is causing the traffic problems, but does this often happen? Do you often arrive at work late because of the traffic?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's right, actually.
Yeah.
And as
Hmm.
Carolina said, San Jose, in there, it's plenty of people always.
Sorry, is
And
what?
it's plenty of people. There's always
Plenty of people. Okay, yeah.
many
Mhm.
people in the streets, and also using their cars, right?
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Right.
A
Uh-huh.
lot of
Yeah,
traffic and
exactly.
those stuffs. Hmm.
Uh-huh. My wish is that all employers let us work from home more often. That would solve the traffic problem, and it would also improve the quality of people's lives. If you can't increase people's salaries, why not give them these benefits? I think it. I don't have to travel for my work at all, and but I used to in the past. Oh, and I used to have a terrible time commuting because I did not live close to the place where I worked, and I would spend at least 5 hours, sometimes 6 hours commuting every day.
The half of the day. Almost.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot
And
of
and
time.
that was like 10 years ago. Um
But we're
yeah.
here in Costa Rica.
Here in Costa Rica, yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Because I lived in a place called Tres Rios and I worked in Barrial de Heredia. And if anybody
Oh,
knows Costa Rica, that's a long distance apart. And yep. Uh, at least 3 hours in the morning. No, 2 hours in the morning. 2 hours in the morning, at least 3 hours in the evening, at least, and sometimes more. Yeah.
hmm.
So,
That is a lot. Yes.
uh, yeah. Okay. Well, but you're right. We need to develop the infrastructure. A lot of our infrastructure is old, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sure.
And where do we get the money for that? That's the big question, right?
Uh-huh. Right.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, well, let me see here. Have a comment from somebody here. It says, "Great, everyone grows together and lifts each other up." Yes, that is my philosophy exactly. Yeah. Okay. Feel free if you're listening to the show. Feel free to ask questions or join the debate here. I think we need to talk more about the negative things. I think Costa Ricans really like to complain about the things that really drives them crazy, right? So don't be afraid to complain here, okay? Infrastructure, old and deteriorating infrastructure. That's a problem. But what else? What
Well,
else is a problem?
from my perspective, one of the things, adding to Juan comment, we have, yes, infrastructure problems. The design were made 70 years ago, so most of
Uh-huh.
the roads, especially in the urban locations, are shorter. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so growing up or trying to make a new design, it's very complicated for future outlook.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so yes, the infrastructure is very complicated. At least, like I mentioned, in the urban. But if you move to rural locations, it's pretty funny because we have a lot of interesting roads in the middle of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
It's very nice. So adding to that, yes, moving to Costa Rica, it's kind of tricky because you can drive from San Jose, I don't know, from San Jose to San Carlos. So you have
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 options to drive through, and
Right.
most of them you need to drive in the middle of the woods. I mean, you
Right. Right.
pause for a second, you're
Mm-hmm.
crossing a waterfall, a volcano, and woods
Ah,
everywhere.
yeah, yeah.
So doing trying to modify infrastructure here is very
Mm-hmm.
difficult. So
Mm-hmm.
we need um, a, people who can do a great design because there is a lot of variables. For example, the the um, the roads, the what is it called? Uh, yes, there is a lot of mountains. So first of
Mm-hmm.
all, doing the connection to point to another point is
Mm-hmm.
one tricky, and also the type of the sediment is not the same in a square. So
In the ground.
yeah, the ground is
Right.
always
Mm-hmm.
changing. So it's a lot of things that you need to pay attention when you want to when you want to redesign or do a new infrastructure like roads. So
Right.
we
Right.
are great people who can do this type of designs. So
Uh-huh.
at that we have a very challenge from the social perspective because
Right.
many of the good students, good professionals, most of them are moving from Costa Rica. So we need to keep them inside to Costa Rica, work for us from Costa
Okay,
Rica.
sorry. I have to interrupt here because we're getting a little bit of interruption and I wasn't able to hear about I wasn't able to understand everything in about the last 15 seconds that you said. So could you repeat that part again?
Yes, so adding to about the social challenge,
Mm-hmm.
we need to keep the professional, the people who
Mm-hmm.
are interested to do some change, but
Mm-hmm.
we have the, how can I call this? Yes, we don't have the social, we don't have how keep professionals inside to Costa Rica. Most of
Mm-hmm.
them are running out from here. So that's
They're
very,
leaving. They're leaving the country.
yes,
Yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah.
out
Mm-hmm.
of the country. Um, so that's one of the things because yes, thanks God, the labor market it's going up. We know that from the tech, the high tech technologies opportunities. However, I think we are not keeping good professionals here uh, in different areas.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the things that is negative from Costa Rica social perspective.
Right. Yeah, we have a lot of talent that leaves this country.
Yes.
Yeah, and yeah, that's a problem. Yeah. Well, let's see here. We have an expression in English. There's a pink elephant in the room. I don't know if you've heard that expression before, but
Yes.
do you know what it means?
Yes, I think that is a big problem that no one wants to talk
Nobody said
about.
anything about it. It's really, really big and obvious problem, and nobody's talked about it. And that
Yes.
is the situation of the security in the country.
Yes.
Because we're seeing a lot of violence that's come from other Latin American countries, especially related to drug trafficking. And it didn't exist here very much in the past, but now it is here. And the streets are becoming dangerous. A lot of shootings going on.
Mhm.
And our murder rate has been increasing to the point where I think we have this sixth or seventh highest murder rate in Latin America right now. There are still a lot of countries that are above us, but yeah, it's not good. And what do we do about this?
Actually, that's a good point.
Mhm.
Because security is not working properly right now. You can
Properly. Mm.
see properly. You can see in the news that people are making they are committing a lot of murders, right?
Yes.
It's
Mhm.
I don't
I just
know.
want to,
It's
sorry, I just want to interrupt because uh, last night at 2:15 in the morning, there were gunshots. Somebody shot a gun about 10 times, and it wasn't close to my house. I'm guessing it was about 500 meters or more away from my house. I don't know where it happened. There were no police sirens. I did not hear the police come. I did not hear ambulances come. So I'm
Mhm.
guessing that nobody was killed. Maybe it was just one of those, you know, situations where they drive by and they shoot and then they drive away. But yeah, that just happened last night.
Mhm.
Um, and what about the rest of you? Are you hearing things like that sometimes at
yeah.
night during the day?
Sometimes that used to happen near my house too. No, no close enough to
Hmm.
be dangerous, but yeah, sometimes there's
Hmm.
just some kind of places around my neighborhood
Hmm.
Mhm.
that are a little bit weird, with people using guns, and
Hmm.
everything can happen just suddenly.
Hmm.
I don't know. That's weird, but yeah, that
Hmm.
can
Hmm.
happen near my house too.
Yes, same here in the neighborhoods. Sometimes we hear shoots, but I don't know if they
Gunshots.
are,
Gunshots.
yes, gunshots. I
Yeah.
don't know if they are fighting each other or shooting to the air, but yes, I can hear sometimes.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. How about you, Catalina?
Yes, around here, well, I live pretty close from
Hmm.
Kansas City,
Hmm.
so that's very normal here. Drugs, thief, gunshots.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. And uh, yeah, and we have the problem. We're a peaceful country. We don't have a military. El Salvador used its military to round up its gang members, and we don't have a military. Um, and so we have a police force which is growing and growing all the time, but of course it's a large police force, and a lot of the officers are not paid very much because we need so many of them. And I know in my neighborhood, the police don't come here very often. We rarely see the police here. And if there is a shooting or something like that, they often don't come because they know that if by the time they get here, there's not going to be anybody around. And also, it's quite possible that nobody phoned the police, because they're afraid to. Yeah. So I think we need more police.
I guess I need to say, John, that I differ about you saying that we need more police. Probably yes, but from my perspective, Costa Rica, the international cartels is moving in because most of the countries that you mentioned, Salvador is doing great move about all the cartels, and most of them they're trying to work to at least move all of them to outside the country because drugs is part of everyone. It's part of the economy right now. So Costa Rica, it's always, as you said, in fact, I remember when we did the abolition. So 100 years probably or more. So police, the amount of the police, probably we need more, but we need to encourage them and need to train them to fight, to understand what is the problem right now. How, because if you pay attention, police, you don't need to have any study different than just the ones.
You mean training?
Training, yes, but have like special training for them.
Right.
So yes, we don't have a good police.
Sorry, we were not able to hear that. Can you say that again?
We don't have a good training for the police, but definitely they are able to fix. They have to understand how it works with this. Because if you pay attention right now, the last 2 months, they are doing good work from my perspective. The DEA is doing, they are catching very bad guys right now.
Right.
So, yes, last year, this year, in fact, they are trying to work with the criminal influence here in Costa Rica. Of course, it's a lot of work. The drug expansion, it's kind of very complicated for us because we are a bridge between South America to North America.
Right.
They have the most complicated countries, meaning like, I don't want to talk about it, but Mexico, Salvador, Honduras, Colombia. If you start hearing, the other day I was hearing a podcast from people from Colombia, the drugs in there, the cartel it's killing a lot of people every day.
Right.
If you saw the news 2-3 days about about the car explosion, it's doing so complicated around all Africa, in fact all the Latin America, and Africa is a bridge to everyone. So we have 2 oceans, first of all, so you can move the drug between the Atlantic or you can move the drug between Pacific. Everyone that you want to Europe, to Asia, to North America, South America. So yes, we need to train. From my perspective, it's not we need more. Yes, probably yes, I guess. But what I'm saying is, we need to train people to understand what is the problem and how fix it.
Mhm.
Yeah. One
Yes.
thing I just want to make a suggestion here. One thing I really think that we need to ask some other country, a country that is, has a good economy and a good police force or military force. We have to ask them for help. We have to ask them to bring their people down to help fight the drug traffickers. Now, I don't know how you can do that, but I wish we could find a way to. And I don't know. Maybe it would be the United States. I don't know.
We have
Uh,
we
Mhm.
have people from the United States here in Costa Rica who are helping.
yeah.
I think there are not enough.
Right.
There's a couple
Well,
groups we don't know the name for, but I
Mm-hmm,
know them in the
okay.
air. Even
mm-hmm,
no, they only work in the air, so they work
hmm
4 hours, 7 days.
Well,
And you
we
know what?
also get the help of the United States Coast Guard
Oh,
as well.
I know
Mhm.
that. But I know
Yep.
the air. Yes, we have a couple people. Well, there is a 2 3 groups that I know.
Mm-hmm,
They're working and they are doing the alarms to. They're sharing their alarms to the police and in
mm-hmm,
the water,
Mhm.
the coast,
mm-hmm,
and here in the part of San Jose or at least PAA.
mm-hmm, hmm Yeah.
Yes, I want to say something.
Sure.
I agree with Catalina and related with the insecurity with the drugs is the corruption because
Yes.
yes, a lot of people in the government
Mm-hmm,
uh, are corrupt. Yes, is what I think, and they help these cartels to manage the drugs, and
mm-hmm,
it's a pyramid problem. I think that comes
Right.
from
Yes.
high to down,
Yeah.
and I'm
Definitely.
sure.
The traffickers have a lot of money, and that means they have a lot of influence, and they probably have
Exactly.
all they have influence with politicians. Uh, Probably, and that's a difficult thing to deal with. Yes.
I
Yeah.
also, sorry, I also believe that as a country, we need to take the good things of different countries. Like
hmm
Catalina said, El Salvador. That's a good example to start.
hmm
The way they take corruption, it's a
hmm
way that we can just take to
hmm
grow as a country, to make a difference, to
hmm
can fight that corruption, the drugs traffic,
hmm
and those things that nowadays we can really see that is increasing every day, and
hmm
it's not good for the country. That's not
hmm
good at all.
hmm Yep.
I would say like adding, well, generally speaking, Costa Rica, according to, well, I read about this, I don't know where. Um, Costa Rica, the poverty, the word, is decreasing. So that's one thing.
Sorry, the poverty is
Poverty,
decreasing.
yes,
Okay.
4%. Um,
That means poor people, of course.
yes.
The number of poor people. Okay, I didn't know
So
that.
adding to that, I want to say
hmm
like I read about well, I had the opportunity to work in some parts of the United States in the food science.
hmm
What I mentioned is because when you feed people and you teach people,
hmm
the society is growing. So why I'm saying this? Because we definitely need to change or at least modify or helping or pushing for the future of that the for Costa Rica, it's very important right now. I mean, right now we don't have a good education, but for the future, it's very important to fix that area. Um,
Education.
yes, education.
Uh,
So
Yes, that
we're
is
good
another
back
point.
from schools because children is the future for us.
mhm.
Um, invest in a high school because everyone was a teenager. You always want to do completely different things.
Uh,
So we definitely need to invest in these young people, meaning feed
uh,
them and a great education. Why I am saying this? Because when you feed people, the reaction in the body speaking, um, the brain is growing. So we have
right,
mental healthy humans.
right.
So, and of course, when you are fitting from an education perspective,
Mhm,
also we have great people who can understand um, why is drugs very bad for your body,
mhm,
just
mhm.
from the general perspective. So,
Right, right.
from my point of view, we can start from education.
Mhm,
Try to share the importance to education from the child to the
mhm,
teenager,
mhm,
and
mhm,
even in the different university we have.
mhm.
And that will be the future public. It's going to be a great investment because um, we can fix,
Mhm,
first of all, reduce the poverty.
mhm, mhm.
We can reduce all this what is called a criminal process that we have, because
Okay.
pay attention about it, where the drugs, where the yes, the cartels are, where is
Mhm.
the part of the cartels are, where the country more poverty. So the cartel is like, yes, we need money, we
Right.
need to survive, we need food. I need to I need to have food for my family, for myself. So if you
Mhm,
pay attention, most of the people who works for these people,
mhm,
they are not poor. They
mhm,
don't the the drugs because they need to be healthy and mental uh,
mhm, mhm,
to work for them.
mhm.
So this drug expansion, yes, immediately we need to stop it. We need to invest from with all these organized crimes. We need to train the police people. I am not believer that yes, army it's always important, but I think Costa Rica is a pretty peaceful, and I will just believe that we can keep this without and all this controversy about a political criminal drugs. Yes, we need to invest in helping to stop them, but for future our long term, from my perspective to Costa Rica, definitely we need to invest in education. It's
Yeah.
very important, and try to feed them from education and from food perspective.
Right, right. Yes. I think we need, just a couple of things. I think we need to make sure that the children in school are getting enough food to eat. Yes. Um, and we also need to educate children much more about drugs
Mhm.
because the real way to get rid of the drug problem is to educate people and let them know just exactly what drugs do to your body. And if they really know about those things, then they're probably not going to take them, or maybe they are going to take them, but they're going to know when to stop. They're going to be able to identify when they're developing an addiction, and they'll they'll know what the signs are of that. And yeah, I think we need to educate people in the schools about drugs, because I think that can help to stop the consumption of drugs. Well, let's see here. We're coming up to 10 o'clock here. Oh, it's actually after 10 o'clock right now. So, I just want to end by saying that despite all these problems we have in Costa Rica, we are the 6th happiest country in the world, according to the World Happiness Report, right?
Yes, I saw
And
you.
we're the happiest country in Latin America. And I think it's funny that we are so happy, and yet we have a lot of shootings going on and a lot of murder. That is a little bit
Contradiction.
strange, but I think Costa Ricans in general always have very positive attitude. They believe that they're going to be able to make something of their own life. Do you feel that you are going to have do you feel that your future is going to be better than
Yeah.
it is now? Do you feel
Yeah,
that you
sure.
will be able to move
For-
up in the world?
Yes.
Well,
Sure.
at least world, I don't know, but it's
Uh-huh.
pretty tricky. But from Costa Rica perspective, Costa Rican perspective, our country, it's going
Uh-huh.
right. Yeah.
I think actually in a lot of other Latin American countries, people don't feel that they have very much opportunity to move up and to make more money and have better opportunities in life. But I think everybody here, despite all the problems, we feel that we can make a better life for ourselves if we work at it. And actually, if I can just promote English here a little bit, one of the things that helps you get a better life in Costa Rica is being able to use English and being able to use it fluently. Let me see. We got a comment from somebody here. It says, congratulations to all of you. And for John, keep doing this incredible job. Great. Okay. And
Thank you.
thank you very much. You all had a lot to say today, and I think you did a really good job. If we didn't understand you at times, it might have been because of audio problems. But generally, I think everybody was very clear. So great job, guys. I think you did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it for today then. Okay.
Farewell.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Yep.
I
Yep.
enjoy a lot. Thanks.
Okay then.